ba 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 ba. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritan gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Happy Tuesday, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Let's see. If anyone wants to join the live stream, which one is it? Is it this one? Oh yeah, if you want to join the live stream, check out that link over there. Go to bit.ly/level1yogi zoom and you will be connected to Zoom, and then I can put you on. And then we can meditate together. It's an experiment. I don't know if it works yet, but yeah, the idea would be just to have a chance to have something that's a little bit more, I don't know, real, I guess. What's the word? Real? Yeah. But anyways, if you're interested in that, hop on. If not, just chillax and we'll do this Brahmananda Swarupa.
Brahmananda Swarupa Isha Jagatisha Akhilananda Swarupa Isha Mahesha Brahmananda Swarupa Isha Jagadisha Akhilananda Swarupa Isha
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. This very body is soil. My body, your body, everybody is just soil body. Soil body. The magic of soil is it turns death into life. Depleted soils will not quench the fire of hunger. Unquenched hunger can burn the very world. This is a generational responsibility. Save soil. Let's make it happen.
Okay, let's save soil. We gotta care for the soil. Some good soil right there. It's just green tea, matcha green tea. If anyone has any questions, hop on Zoom and ask me. Oh gosh, I want to make myself look like a fool. So I was thinking about the 5 different types of bodies. So you have your physical body, you have your emotional body, then you have the mental body, then you have the astral body, and there's another body, but we won't talk about that because those aren't for most people, those aren't in their experience. The energy body, that's what it is. So the easiest body to recognize is their physical body. The physical body. The emotional body and the mental body, it's a little bit more subtle to experience it and to become conscious of it. You can become conscious of it if you learn how to suppress. You can do an exercise to suppress your bodies. So I was thinking maybe we can try to perceive these other bodies. One way to do that is to listen to music. Listen to music. So one thing you can do is you listen to music and you'll notice, okay, I'll play an NCS music. It's also very similar to the push and pull thing that I was talking about previously, if you can learn to suppress, you simultaneously also learn to... What is the opposite of suppression? Whatever the opposite of suppression is, you can enhance a certain... you can enhance something. So we'll listen to some NCS music as an example of what you can do. Basically, the exercise is you just... Your body will want to move, but you fix your body and you tell it not to. You don't tell it not to. You just consciously choose not to move. So this is one of the songs. You can just listen to any kind of music, but something with high tempo. High tempo will allow you to perceive your other bodies beyond your physical body. So one thing you can tell is that when you're listening to music, certain music a lot, like, it really gets you moving. But if you remain motionless, you can feel a certain aspect of you wanting to move. And if you simply stay still, you can feel a certain pulsation. Now, it becomes more obvious if you just move your body left and right to the music. And after some time, you simply stop moving. Especially if you focus your perception in this area, in your, at least for me, it's more intense around this area. I can feel it more from the chest to the top. This area right here, I can really feel a pulsation. So first thing you do is you learn to suppress the movements. You just suppress the movements. Just think of this idea of like what is it like? What is it like? It's like chaos is happening around you, but you're oblivious to it. You're so focused that you can ignore the chaos that's happening. When you learn to be around noise, when you learn to become comfortable with chaos around you, you can simply sit and be motionless. And at first, it's very difficult to not move, but it's an easy thing to do. Like you physically stop moving, and simultaneously you emotionally try to negate whatever the sound and the music emotionally gives you. You try to ignore it. You just suppress it. You suppress the emotion, the drive, the instinct, the rhythm. You just suppress all those. When you suppress it, you just I don't know, you just try it. you get special abilities. it's not really a special ability. It's more like a survival mechanism that people have forgotten about it, just because we live in such a comfortable setting. We no longer need that survival skill, that skill to be able to look at the grass and then perceive that, hey, it's not just grass, there's a lion in the grass, or there's a snake in the grass, simply by when you're motionless. When you're motionless, things that are in movement become more perceptive. So that's the first thing I was, when I was meditating, it was a lot to do with just keeping your body motionless. And once you learn to keep your body motionless, you learn to keep your emotion motionless. And it's not that you're when you learn to be equanimous towards the sound, you can suddenly, if you practice it, suddenly you're able to just like intensify the music. God, it's such a difficult thing. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's similar to when people are working out. They can ride the music, but we're trying to do the exact same thing, but we're trying to do it at a meditative level, so that we can perceive our different bodies. Because once you're capable of perceiving your body beyond your physical senses, you can learn to control. You can learn to control it. Because if you're not perceptive of something, if you can't grasp something, then you're not going to be able to consciously move it. So you first have to learn to suppress it. Once you learn how to suppress it, that just teaches you how to perceive it. Because first people don't really recognize something that you can't really see. When you can't see it, it becomes very difficult to recognize it. But through this exercise, you can learn to perceive that there is indeed a body beyond the physical. It's almost like you're trying to desensitize yourself. If you can desensitize yourself, you can also make yourself more sensitive. Desensitization and sensitivity are the same coin. Like learning how to defend invariably allows you to learn how to attack. So what we're learning when we are suppressing our movement is we are learning how to defend. And once you learn how to defend, you can then learn how to attack. And you can do it the other way too. Like you can learn how to attack. Learning how to attack teaches you defense. But the reason why you don't want to learn how to attack first is because you can be more damaging to yourself. That won't make sense until later on, but yeah, you'll just have to you'll just have to do the exercises yourself, because that's really all you can't really teach anyone anything. You can only show them how to do it. um, why would you even want to learn how to perceive your other bodies? So first you learn how to perceive your physical body. That's very natural. Then you learn how to perceive your emotional body, because if you can perceive your emotional body, you can simply walk. You can simply be in the room, and simply by being in the room, you can exert your emotional body, and you can expand it in such a way that you can emotionally affect people who are around you. It's a skill that happy people naturally do. Even negative people, they naturally do it without even realizing that they're affecting people. You know how sometimes you walk into a room and it's just like, oh, you can feel the tenseness, you can feel the sadness of someone. Some people's emotional body is so expansive that you can even feel them just by seeing them. They're so wrapped up in emotion that you can perceive it. And this perception doesn't come, this perception, or this ability to perceive other people's emotion, doesn't come if you don't learn how to perceive your emotional body first. So you learn how to perceive your physical body, then you learn how to perceive your emotional body, then you learn how to perceive your mental body. That gets more complicated. But then there's the energy body, which becomes even that's even more subtle. You can't really talk about that until you're first capable of perceiving the other lower bodies. Yeah, because otherwise, if you just talk about you talk about chi, you talk about energy, it's all just fucking bullshit. Because like people talk about it, but they don't actually grasp it. They're just talking shit out of their ass, and it's sometimes very it's very annoying is not the word. It's just like it's just very fake. It's very fake. And that's one of the bad things about when you go on the spiritual practice, is that there's a lot of people who start getting very airy-fairy. They start talking about stuff, they start hallucinating, they start perceiving things that they can't tell what's imagination and what's real. And even I struggle with that sometimes. But yeah, it's something that you have to work on. It's something that you have to actually invest time into. So yeah, that's one thing you can do. Listen to fast music, listen to techno music, you listen to I don't know what do they call it these days. I don't know, whatever they call it. Those musics with the hard drop and the hard beats. Just listen to it, and then instead of moving with the music, you just stabilize your body, tell yourself not to physically move, and then you will begin to perceive that there is an aspect of you, there is a body within you that wants to move. And when you ground your physical body, you'll begin to actually perceive it. And once you perceive it, you can then you're making progress. I don't know, maybe people already have this skill, but I don't want to make assumptions that people people know it, because there's definitely um it's definitely something that I didn't know myself until, yeah, until I started meditating. And then once you start meditating, you begin to perceive a lot of things, because once you stop moving, the energy that was being used to move is now gets diverted, and you just have energy to see other things. um yeah, yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say. Just try to perceive your emotional and mental bodies by this exercise. It's a simple exercise. It's not really an exercise. I mean, it's just like, it's just a natural thing that you, it's just a natural thing. I don't know. It's just, it's nothing special. You just gotta learn it once. You just gotta be conscious of it once, and then it just becomes natural. You can start feeling, you can start feeling people's emotions, not just, even when they're not. I mean, you can see it through body language, but it's not just through body language. You can actually feel people, like you can't hide. Like sometimes you can hide your emotion, um but if you become perceptive, nobody can hide anything. There's no such thing as privacy. There's no such thing as privacy. That's one thing you learn when you study remote viewing. You learn that there's no such thing as a secret anymore, because secrets, yeah, they're still secrets. Secrets are just things that are too subtle. A secret is something that you cannot perceive. A secret is something that you cannot perceive. So, yeah, I'm just talking out of my ass now, but it's real, dude. It's real. I'm telling the truth, man. I'm telling the truth. Om Namma Saptanam Samyak Sambuddha Kotinam Tariyata Om Chale Chuli Chunde Swaha. Namma Saptanam Samyak Sambuddha Kotinam Tariyata Om Chale Chuli Chunde Swaha. Namma Saptanam Samyak Sambuddha Kotinam Tariyata Om Chale Chuli Chunde Swaha. Namma Saptanam Samyak Sambuddha Kotinam Tariyata Om Chale Chuli Chunde Swaha. Namma Saptanam Samyak Sambuddha Kotinam Tariyata Om Chale Chuli Chunde Swaha. Namma Saptanam Samyak Sambuddha Kotinam Tariyata Om Chale Chuli Chunde Swaha. Namma Saptanam Samyak Sambuddha Kotinam Tariyata Om Chale Chuli Chunde Swaha. Om Anandamananda Karaprasannam Jnana Swarupam Nijabodarupam Yogendra Midyam Bhavaroga Vaidyam Shrimat Gurum Nityam Maham Bhajami. Om Thanks for joining. Take care. Happy Tuesday, and I don't know. Hope you learned something. Yeah. Oh gosh. Thank you. Thanks for joining.